Hi, this is Brittany from the Goddess Complex LLC here. Give me just a second. So we're going live over here on Tumblr and YouTube today for a quick reading, just to talk about some things. One being what I've been seeing. As far as that, of course, I update everything normally over on TikTok. Let's see. Yeah, description. Tarot chance. Let's see. Start. Starting. Hi, this is Brittany from the Goddess Complex LLC here. How y'all doing? And it's kind of gloomy today, so I'm getting coffee as usual. I'm gonna slowly take my time getting back to my regular space. I've gotten comfortable going out filming versus filming at home, especially with the current situation. And that's over now. Oh my God. How you doing? Doing good. How are you? All right, so peace and blessings to you on this day. Beautiful skies. If you have not caught my Instagram, go to the Goddess Complex LLC or Goddess_Complex 777. Let's do the regular right away. Tarot deck. So my ladies and gentlemen who are shamans, grandmasters, divine high priest and divine high priestesses and things, make sure you are protecting your hands at this time. They're doing that weird stuff we don't like. They're doing switching of the energy and all this type of stuff. You're going to take your magical protection oils and stuff like that, put them in your oil blends, put them in your I like to use Nivea for my hand cream. That's just something I like to do. Um, it's one of my favorite brands. Let me see, did I bring it? I brought it. Here it is. I like this. I like the Palmer's cocoa butter in the jar, but I like shea butter and stuff. I make shea butter and things like that. So, like this, Nivea, the little hand cream. These cost like $1.25. You can get them at Dollar Tree, the dollar store, Walmart, any other places. So I throw these like the little pocket packs, and I like to coat my hand in them. Mhm. So I like to coat my hand in them. And of course, you can buy the larger jar, but these right here, nice little to-go packs, pocket packs that you can put in your pocket, or you can actually put them. Some people use them for lip gloss or lip chat. I don't do that, but it's great in the wintertime, especially here. If you have, I have old acne here and here, so my skin gets really dry and it'll pull and tug and it'll peel. So same thing here, and in the sides of the nose. Also, I just like to keep it. It's creamier, similar to shea butter. You can take a little bit of oil in your hand, a couple drops of the oil and a couple drops of and maybe a fingerful of Nivea, and it'll coat it, mixed with the oil. And then also where it has like I have dryness here, I had a bad eczema episode a couple years ago. I don't know whether I was at work touching something or whatever happened, because people can attack your hands. Just like your feet, you have to take care of your hands as well. I keep my nails trimmed. I keep I keep my nails trimmed. I keep a lot of other stuff trimmed as well. Let's see. So to bless my hands, I use my own little Florida custom made Florida water. It is peppermint based with some herbs and things of that nature. And I use normally this has a little camphor in it. It's my camphor bottle, but I make a lot of the universal oil blends, and I use this. I also use this to bless the deck as well. You put a little bit of each on your hand, and it has the herbs and stuff in it as well. Then we got that and that. All right, let's see. Let's see. Say yes to all things good, no to all things bad. That is my initiative of the yes theory. Say yes to all things good. And let's see. All right, so to the divine heavenly Father, divine Holy Spirit, the divine Holy Son, divine Holy Mother, all angels, elders, ancestors, and the master guardians. God, what is the message for the collective today? It is 4:38 p.m. Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and this is for those. Hey, what's up? Hey, London, Worldwide, what's up? Devil in the reverse with the King of Swords, and what's the last final? Ten of Wands. So a lot of you guys right now are finding out the truth, but also the truth about you. About you, you are let's say you are chilling. You are standing in a state of magic when it comes to your confidence and also your inner truth and self and knowledge. With the Queen of Wands here, you may be a was it a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, with this Queen of Wands. So she's very confident in herself, and she has a lot of inner beauty, but also a lot of inner knowledge as well. The Lovers is here, so maybe you may be enchanting to someone, or you are working on your love energy here, which is the Queen of Wands. She's also like a magician too. All of them are actually, because that's more so fire and passionate, especially when it comes to a relationship and love connection. You may be loving on yourself at this time, or you may be finding love or about to come into some form of love. You may also be a Gemini. Also here you have the King of Swords, and then you also have the Devil in the reverse. So you are, like I said, the word strategist. You have been analyzing a lot of stuff. Like I said, you may be finding your love, your sanctity, your peace, your peace, and everything of that nature as well. You are Sag rising, Leo rising. This message may be for you. Check the message as they resonate and leave the rest. You got the Queen with the Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Also here, you are giving up a lot of toxic habits, traits, and toxic people. You are actually cutting out what don't serve you. I feel like you're giving up a lot of bad habits because you're focusing more so on love and on yourself. You're not dick chasing or pussy chasing, but you're working on yourself. Like I feel like there's no more burdens per se, or if there are some burdens left, if there are some burdens left, if you're giving up some burden, if you have some burdens, you're about to give them up because you're literally looking at, oh my God, I don't like this, this, and this person. It's toxic and low vibration that's bringing me down or always getting me in trouble. I feel like it's more so a self thing. Also, you have here, you are nurturing yourself. Queen of Wands, you're nurturing your money. You're also nurturing your kindness and things as well. Financially, you are investing with the Eight of Pentacles. You're working hard towards something. So you may be saving, stacking, also manifesting this. Emotionally, that's where you're going, wherever you're working hard toward. It could be a loving relationship. It is Gemini season in a couple weeks. Maybe it's during Gemini season. It is Taurus season. So you may, during the Taurus season, you may be working towards um, you may be working towards um, new skills, new shares, new crafts, skill shares websites you can check out as well. Also, check out Magick Planet and use Goddess Complex 7 at checkout. No, Goddess 7 at checkout. And get a nice discount off, especially if you are a new subscriber. And we talking everything to help you manifest everything else. And also check out my books over on Ludo.com. Type in the Goddess Complex LLC, and you will see Manifest Your Life. I need to do a walkthrough of that book, but it's on sale until the 30th. And we talking activities to literally help you practice manifesting that actually work. Some traditional, and then some are a little bit new. And the way I've personally designed and created the book is to actually help you just by you purchasing the book with your money. It's actually going to help you pull in and start attracting money. And that's a form of attraction magic, using the law of attraction, but also using the law of digital magic and digital manifesting as well with your regular manifesting to help you bring in. So even purchasing the book with your own money, I've designed even like certain stuff within the book and cover to actually help you pull in money and attract it. You have Knight of Chalice. Knight of Chalice. So you are emotionally only giving, only going towards things that you absolutely love. If it's not something that's really fighting, like fanning the flame, kind of igniting your heart and stuff like that. Be cautious of people trying to be anchors. You're going towards maybe your emperor, or you're going towards emperor status by cutting out literally karmic people who are so toxic and just low vibrational, people who are just not good for you. Guess what? You're going to end up attracting the love of your life. Maybe because you are loving yourself, you cut out everybody just to bring this in. Now, the biggest burden is you may have love in your life and love for yourself, and it may still be some financial issues, maybe at this time that you need to take care of, or you currently are taking care of. You also have the emperor status. I see the word authority, join authority, join authority. You may be going up in the ranks, getting a promotion, taking a new position. It's 444. You may be going into God status. I kid you not. Somebody's going into a divine love match and union, especially with they self and also with a mate. You have the king and queen of hearts. I feel like if this is a divine union, I kid you not, this card wanted to come out with them. This is the Hierophant. You move into a sense of authority, union, marriage. I see carriages. The word carriages moment. So you may be getting married. You may be stepping into a status of love and power. I'm gonna give y'all my rule. Yeah, you may be going to court because you need to balance some things out, and that's why you saving your money. Or you may be starting a new business that's going to work out in your favor and be very successful. You just need to juggle maybe finding supplies, location. I see the word venue or ventures for collaboration, sponsors, and things of that nature. Yeah, your new ventures. This is going to be new, even in love. In love. So if you're in union, you're like, oh my gosh, should I marry this person? Should I get married? I'm in love. I feel like it's in you've cut out all the toxic stuff. You said venues and sponsors. That's what I'm picking up. And I feel like it's a good move, especially once you find one that's actually really good. Look at the legality. Look at the legality and look at the. Make sure you're following me because I do Tumblr readings a couple times a week. So also is YouTube and stuff like that. So make sure you're favoriting or following me, especially from now into Virgo season. Hey, how you doing? Or Hermit season, or this person that you're going to be in union with or collaborate. This goes for business too, not just a relationship. It's also a partnership. Far as what is it? The Hermit. Look, sports bar showing. Let's see. Clarify the Hermit, but by you, yeah. Some of you guys, if you are coming out of a relationship, it's going to be a success. If you're coming out of anything, it's going to be success just to go into something. Does that make sense? Especially when you are analyzing. Some of you will be single. I know that's kind of bland. Some of you will be single, and some of you will be more so very I see the word luxurious, luxury series. Something about luxury series during the summertime. Luxury series during the summertime. You may be a Virgo, or you may be going within to get this financial freedom, which is the Hermit. Hermit card with the Nine of Pentacles. You will be financially free. If you're getting a divorce and you just need the money to get divorced or something like, or you're dealing with splitting everything, that's going to go a little bit easier. It's going to be more so successful, long as there's no harsh judgment and things of that nature. That doesn't include partnership with the kids and stuff like that. That's something different. If you're going through a divorce, you're going to be single because you have a union coming. But I see a superior authority. Superior authority. If this is dealing with money and jobs and career, you're going to be financially free. Some of you guys need to. I think if it's a toxic marriage, once you let that go, then love and everything's coming in. Don't forget that. You can always be magical and whimsical all you want, but it's just certain stuff that has to come in. Tell me what else. You're gonna hear about someone with, like I said, superior authority and stature about money. You need to actually go see somebody. This is the CEO card, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Especially in the state in the court of law, maybe from, like I said, from now to Virgo season, which the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, you're going to learn the truth about money, especially during the court hearing, or you may need to check contract. You check contracts. So this can go for business, this can go for love, this can go for a lot of different things. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe over here on Tumblr, and follow me over on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, especially YouTube. This verdict could have came, or this case probably would have started back in maybe Sagittarius season, or sometime last year during the Sagittarius placement as well. Let's see. Someone may be going to jail. So depending on what case, if you're getting divorced, if it's a state, because you know that's something different as well. Somebody may be going to court. Eight of Swords speaks about mental imprisonment, especially if this is something that's been stopping you, stopping your money, something of that nature. If you need help with manifesting and things of that nature, make sure you contact me at TGCBooking@mail.com. I have 2 separate emails with TGCBooking@mail.com, or check me out on Linktree and book appointments with me. And when it says services, put spiritual coaching or tarot reading. And then when it says product, make sure you put abundance, manifestation, or whatever your need is in the blanks. Like I said, check your contracts. Some of you guys are not bound to anything. They may be spiritual contracts. Just depending if this is dealing with career, life, business, general court cases. Let's see. Because you got the Hierophant out here. Star card. So it's going to work out in your favor when it comes to love and relationship. If you are getting a divorce and this is speaking to you mostly, you're going to heal, but also somebody's becoming a star when it comes to these contracts. Do not let the fear, Eight of Pentacles, of investing or standing in your gifts and abilities and your power. I see the word update. You're going to get an update. Yeah, your investments, things that you have overcome and come through. Don't So I'm gonna put it right here with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords speaks about mental entrapment, mental encasing is your negative thoughts and stuff like that. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. Take time. The Seven of Pentacles and the Hermit are similar because they're stepping back. The Hermit is actually self-analyzing on a solo kind of journey, whereas the Seven of Pentacles, you're stepping back and looking at your investments and seeing where else you need to fix, but normally just stepping back and looking at your accomplishments. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself when it comes to your gifts, your talents, what you want to do for a career or business, especially your business or your path outside your regular 9 to 5 or even within your 9 to 5 can change. Always say yes to all things good. Yes to all things good, no to all things bad. Saying that affirmation really gives you a sense of peace and also it motivates you to actually do more with your hopes and goals and your dreams, and also just saying yes to all the good stuff and no to the bad stuff. And it kind of helps you remove, all the toxic demonic energy or the negative energy and things. You're slowly moving, or you may be, like I said, slowly manifesting, moving forward because you change your viewpoint. Also, Three of Swords reverse. You also are moving forward with a lot of other stuff as well. Especially if you're, like I said, you're getting a divorce. This may be speaking to a divorcee or divorcee. You're moving past the normal caliber of range of emotions and things of that nature. It's too many cards. Somebody may be winning the lottery. I see the word scratch pad. Something about scratch pad. That could be something overseas. Scratch pad. Be cautious of Five of Wands type of people, and also internal drama. That is Five of Wands card is similar to the Eight of Swords. So internal conflict, insecurities, and things of that nature have consequences because they slow down and delay a lot of your goals and dreams. Let's see. Make sure. How we doing over here on YouTube? I'm over here. I'm experimenting with Tumblr right now. Hey, how y'all doing? Say hi and everything in the link below. How you doing? I'm grabbing coffee. I'm not sure when I'm going to return to my regular setup with the ring light and stuff. I've gotten comfortable filming outside, grabbing coffee. It just helps me work a little bit better on content and stuff like that. And it's an old YouTube trick. Queen of Swords, watch how you speak and cut out what does not serve you. A Queen of Swords, cut that stuff out. Cuts her tongue is like a sword, like a dagger. This right here, she is no joke. Speak your truth. Also, Ace of Swords with the King of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. Speaking your destiny, manifesting your dream through speaking, which is affirmation and prayer. When you pray, we decoded the Da Vinci's Code over on Carson Coffee a while ago. I think it was back in 2020. I'm going to do it again. I've been doing it slowly here and there. Make sure you check out the podcast over on anchor.fm. We are available on iPhone and Android platforms. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and everything else. But check me out over on anchor.fm. or your favorite podcasting hosting site. If you don't see your hosting site available, if I'm not available on your hosting site, especially I have a lot of people overseas that watch me as well. Let me know, email me and let me know. I should add by going to Linktree and go to book appointment or leave request, and I will actually add the RSS feed and add it to my podcast home site. But we talked about the Da Vinci Code and how to decode the Bible. Like the Quran is in the Bible. They talk about the alien, which is the heaven star seeds or the star seeds. The heaven star seeds are the sons and daughters of God, and how the alien, the angels and stuff are all represented. Of course, the Book of Enoch is not there. We talk about how the Quran exists in the Bible and it's dated in the text, and how the Bible is separated by millennia, and how there was two different Jesuses of Nazareth and Jesus of Jerusalem, which are two different ones. How his name is actually how he was like basically framed and stuff like that, similar to Passion of Christ. So since 2020 to now, we've decoded a lot. And the Big Bang Theory versus Darwin's theory versus God's theory. So because the God theory came first and all this type of stuff. The book was actually written by a lot of melanated beings. So that whole the Hebrews actually did exist, but it's separated by millennia. That's one reason why you think the Jews wrote most of the Bible and etc. We're going to decode that. You're in the next 10 years, 10 to 20 to maybe 30 years, you're going to see the Bible change. Like how it not necessarily Jewish witchcraft. Did you know most people in the Bible are black? They were melanated beings. King Arthur's in the Bible, but he's not named King Arthur. So it's a lot of like the Book of Enoch is not in the Bible. But guess what? You see portions of it, especially in the Book of Revelations and stuff where the Bible got cut off. There are other, just like Moses had tabs, like rope. There's more to it, and they're slowly finding a lot of this stuff. Like for example, I was Cleopatra, the Cleopatra, and Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth and King Arthur were black, but they're depicted in paintings and murals in a certain only in a certain time period as white Caucasian melanin, Caucasian people, when they were actually the original ones were actually melanated. But by the time they were able to paint murals and pictures and all this type of stuff outside, that's not including the stuff from Egypt. Outside, by the time they were able to actually paint these people and stuff like that, they depicted it white because of a lot of different stuff, like Caucasian people in the Neanderthal bloodline, two different bloodlines. All white people are not the same, just like all black people are also not the same. Does that make sense? Like we decode a lot of that. That's like I said on my podcast. You get a some of everything when it comes to spirituality, news dates, topics, everything, health, life, a lot of stuff. Like I said, I do a lot of spiritual coaching and things of that nature, but I also do tarot reading. I also practice Afro American spirituality, voodoo and Santeria and things of that nature. So I'm a very well-rounded spiritual person. I am the child of God. I'm his daughter. How you doing? Cleopatra, that goes also again to the Cleopatra bloodline, since we're still on that topic. Cleopatra is one of what you consider one of the daughters of God. She's Oshun. I'm Oshun, reincarnated. How are you doing? The reincarnations are here. This is the human form. Like Bastet and Cleopatra, the original Cleopatra, um, are the same person. The being came being came first before the actual Cleopatra. Cleopatra was huge. We talk about, you think the giants were big. Why you think Africa is so spread out like that? And you must forget, it was the motherland was Earth first, which is a living organism that developed the motherland on top of it. Then it divided itself by was it erosion and stuff with the oceans and the waters. If you look at the book of Genesis, it breaks down. God created this, the heaven and earth in 7 days. It could have been 7 millennia, 7 years. It has to be redecoded again. Like, does that make sense? And then you're reincarnated, which is the Hindu belief as well. So you have to look at it when the sacred six species went back up into the galactic, which is the Orishas and everybody else. They came back down and reincarnated as well, because God created man and everything. Then there was beings. Does that make sense? Which is the beings were evolutionized before the animal kingdom and stuff like that. Not before, like the angels and stuff existed, the galactic beings, the Orishas and stuff existed, the children and the ancient ones, you know, existed before everything else. So you have to break all that those factors down. All right, then God, we evolve as beings, and then we evolve into the human being. That's why the word human being. Does that make sense? We were beings first, then we became human, and that's why they say we're made in God's image. That's why people got gifts and abilities. Airbend, you can air. I mean, walk. That's why Yeshua walked on water. They consider him an ascending master. No, he was one of the children of God. He was a grandmaster magician, and they're gonna have to just say it like that. He was a god on earth, a melanated god or a melanated being. I posted over on Instagram and TikTok. No, TikTok. If you go to my TikTok, I just reposted from one of the guys. I've been posting stuff like that, but they flag it and they make you delete it, or they delete it from TikTok and Instagram since 2020. So it just depends on what you're reposting and also what you're sharing. The Anunnakian, most not all black people, but most black people are from the Anunnakian bloodline. Also, some people are what you consider supreme beings. They are the original beings from the first world. All right, and then with the motherland being one whole continent, guess what? When the oceans came in, which there is water in other planets, water in the stars, and other being organisms and stuff like that, that was brought down. If you go up into space with a rock with a spaceship, you're going up, and then when they come back down, guess what? They're coming up out of the ocean. The ocean, of course, that's Atlantis and stuff like that, is connected to all of the motherland stuff. We started as the motherland, then it turned into the other different aspects, which included the Atlantean bloodline, which goes into the galactics. There are black people in space in the starseed galaxies. Some of them look like Basset. Basset had the head of a lion, a female lion at that. That was Cleopatra's starseed being form, one of many. Kali Ma was another one. When she came from the galactics, she was a blue melanated being. She was an actual being, similar to those in Avatar. Then she came back down. Like do you like they actually the gods actually had to walk the actual earth. Big as I don't know what I know they talk about the giants and stuff like that, like Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Prometheus, and what is it, Athena, and all the Aphrodite. Aphrodite is Oshun. They were melanated black gods. They were black. They're still black. Like if you look at the galaxies and the space and all this type of stuff, is what night sky. If you go out into the to the space realm, to the galactics, what color is the sky? Black, with stars and moons and galaxies, right? Comets and everything, and little morsels and spores flying around, right? Why you think the first set of people had melanated skin? Black is I don't know what, because they came from the actual organism that were in space, from other planets, from other things, and some of them came from the actual like star seeds, actual stars, the moons. Like Ra is actually on the sun right now. When the world ends, Oshun goes up to go get her dad. Does that make sense? One of them. God is the Mecca father, because all of them come from God. That includes Ra. Ra is the sun god. That is the son of God that is on the sun. The other one is on the moon, connected to I think the Asian and African bloodline. That's one reason why the African bloodline is very, very important to protect. There's one reason why Jerusalem is in Africa, one of the many holy lands all over the world. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. This is one of the pieces that broke off from Africa, which is also one big ass continent called the motherland that circled the whole earth. And then we had just morsels of ocean pop up. Does that make sense? So you have to include all these things. That's one reason why the Anunnaki bloodline, they have the beautiful, like really like black, melanated, we talking oil, almost like oil slick. And they look like beings, but those are our actual elders and ancestors, because they are actually coming back down. No, this is Memphis, Tennessee. This is actually Atlantis, and we're actually getting ready after this spread. we're getting ready to talk about some other topics and stuff like that, which I'm probably gonna lead off with that. But like I said, like Ra is actually on the sun. He came down in human God form in the times of Egypt. He was the father of Cleopatra. So that means she was once on the sun as a planet sun. Does that make sense? Which is your fire element. Then you have your air, your water, and your earth. Atlantis had 50 million to 500 million species from all elements, including heaven, which is the hidden bloodline, which a lot of us come from. When you hear the children of God in the Bible, you're a direct descendant of God. God created it all, but guess what? Some of us are a little closer than some others bloodline wise. You have to look at your bloodline, what's in it. And it's all these different hidden galactic starseed bloodlines. And when you get on Earth, you got tribes and native bloodlines. Do that make sense? It's so much information that they have to depluck from the Bible and create the Bible, and it's going to be guided by the Most High God in the heavens and the galactics and things like it was in the past. The Bible is separated by millennia. So depending on which book of the Bible you looking at, it may be 10 millennia from the book of Genesis, or just to get to the book of Psalms, which the book of Psalms was written by a woman. King Solomon wrote the songs of Solomon, like the song of the book of Songs is written by King Solomon. God's actual descendant children help write the Bible, but they do not give them ownership. Do y'all know how much hidden information is hidden? All right, does that make sense? And also, it's just so much. So, God theory, the Big Bang theory, Darwin's theory, and I said one more, in the theory of what else is it? It's one more theory are all true. They happen at different millennia and creations of the world. So God theory came first, then the Big Bang theory, because gas is an organism. That's why you have air in your lungs, all other than the oxygen around you and things that came out of space, out of the galactics and stuff like that. You also have uh, actual gas, like COVID, for example. COVID is actually made out of a demon. Does that make sense? That spore actually came up and tainted our realm. So when they tell that little myth that came out in 2020 during the pandemic, there's actually some truth behind that. There's gas, spores, and particle and beings that come out of the galactics and out of the space and out of the comets, separate moons, like the different moons and stuff like that. Like, for example, they found water on Mars. That means there's proof of some type of organism there or life form. Like, you have to think past the matrix. There is no more matrix. It's now it's just left up to, do I want to be smart or do I want to be stupid? Because being lazy is being stupid to me. When it comes to knowledge and information about the world around you, it takes nothing. It takes less than 5 minutes to find out something on Google. Dig a little deeper. That's all you got to do. So the God theory, you have the Big Bang theory, you have Darwin's theory, and then you have the star heaven, star seed theory, the children of God. Also in the reincarnation, the reincarnated theory, which is the Hindu belief. So you have to look at how you doing. Yes, Lord. You have to think about all of it. So the God theory came first. So we are literally, and then the Adam and Eve theory. You have Adam and Eve, and then you have the other being bloodline that coexists. The being bloodline, the star seeds, the galactic beings, and then the heaven star seeds came down. That is a hidden bloodline. Then you got all the other stuff. So you have the all this theory, and it's all broken down and wrapped down, if that makes sense. So you have to sit and decode the Bible. If you're praying, take Lord out the Bible. Call the Son of God Yeshua, or the Son of God. Try the Son of God. That empowers him. So when I took Lord out the Bible and I called God by his name, basically, I said the divine heavenly Father, the most high God of heaven, the divine heavenly Father, the Alpha, the Omega, the source of the universe. I call God by his name instead of saying I don't like using the word Jesus Christ, because his name is Yeshua. And then there's two Jesus Christs and I got into a big argument with a family member, and I said, "Did you know there's two Jesus Christs in the Bible?" They talk about the conflict, how one got framed for the other one, but his name is Yeshua. Why would they name him Jesus Christ? Unless there's what? There's a millennia and generational breakdown. That could be somebody else's. They named him somebody else just to cover it up. Like I said, King Arthur is in the Bible. King Arthur is not white; he is black. Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, Prometheus, all of them are actually black. They're actually black. They're actually black. Black Athena, everybody's, and they're related to the Orishas. Did you know that Papa Log was black? He is a actual melanated being. Does that make does like do angels are melanated? Like they're melanated. They're actually melanated, and they're actually melanated. I'm a divine high priestess, grandmaster, shaman, magician, child of, child of God, daughter of God.
Yes, indeed. That light and and the eyes and ears of God. You're reincarnated twice. Father is the second one I came back. Hermes, two Augustus.
I forget about Hermes.
You should. That's the healing way. A lot of people don't want to accept that, so they gotta keep going to all that.
Gotcha. I was live streaming. So you have all this information that's going to come out. We hear about, especially African American people or African, Jamaican, Haitian, stuff like that, and it's bigger. The African, like I said, African people, Asian and Indonesian people are only the melanin that you see in the skin is only separated by the sun. We're the same goddamn people. That goes for the South American people, and also that's why the natives in America, Native Americans, or the natives of America were black because everybody was melanated. And a lot of people are upset. A lot of people found out through dreams and visions and stuff, especially with the CERN portal stuff. And never type in CERN portal because it will most likely spam your phone, because I don't want nobody getting gang stalked or stuff like that. But you'll hear more about the CERN portal stuff, gang stalking, which is community gang stalking stuff. It's one reason why I film in public, and that's just something we do just for safety reasons. But um but we have to look at the full spectrum when it comes to history. Most of the world was melanated, and like I said, even with the Caucasians, but we're not gonna forget the Aztecs and people from the islands, the Samoans and stuff like that. They are a part of the African bloodline. Every last being type, except for Adolf Hitler's bloodline, Julius Caesar bloodline, which exists in the Bible. That's why they talk about Julius Caesar and Pharaoh. I'm starting to think they're either two different people or they're reincarnations separated by millennia. He reincarnated as Julius Caesar when Cleopatra took the throne, because Cleopatra actually only married the emperor. The emperor, that's who she died with. She only married the emperor, and because Julius Caesar wanted to marry her, and even in her reincarnated form, because I had to deal with him with that CERN portal shit. Um, he came back. He's in hell, gone. He's gone. Him, Adolf Hitler are the same reincarnation almost. Their bloodlines are Luciferian bloodlines. They are related to Lucifer and Lilith. That's how he got kicked out of heaven. I kid you not. That's how he got kicked out of heaven. My computer's gonna mess up when I say stuff like that, so I have to watch it. I'm gonna get me a new computer next year for sure. Lilith got Lucifer kicked out of heaven. They had children which were called Neanderthals. Alrighty, closer to the what is it? Demon bloodlines and stuff like that. That's how that started. And we're gonna decode Cain and Abel and stuff like that and other stuff because they lied about that story as well. That's why I have to go. I have to look at the Virgin. You have the English Standard Bible, which I think is the modern one, and then you have the King James Bible, and then there's the other Bible as well. Does that make sense? Like you have all that. So Lilith got Lucifer kicked out. Lilith is closer to the Baphomet bloodline. A lot of people worship Lilith Was it Abaddon? Abaddon's a demon. Prima donna is a demon. People were actually they're not deities. That's why I keep saying dark deities and light deities are one thing, but demonic dark deities is something different. They were dark demonic deities. Does that make sense? Lilith got Lucifer kicked out. And I'll be telling you guys about those domestic violent relationships with karmic, toxic, demonic, low vibrational people. Just break up with, they will put you in this devil energy. A lot of y'all let go of this energy. Does that make sense? You understand me? But what's gonna end up happening? A lot of you guys are moving forward with the chariot card here. I don't know how long I got on Tumblr before it cuts off. But make sure you save this video and share it on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and several other platforms to let your family know the truth. You can book your readings. You can book your reading. $65 is on sale. You get 1 hour and 15 minutes because the 15 minutes I perform an energy healing Reiki session with you to lift your vibrations and energy and to actually put you in a state of calmness. Not a hypnosis trance. I don't do that. But it helps you to kind of clear your energy and stuff before I actually start the spiritual consultation with you. $65. Go to my link tree, the Goddess Complex LLC, and make sure you follow me on all major social medias. Type in the Goddess Complex LLC in the description box. I have 2 Instagrams. That's the only different thing is, but make sure you follow the home Instagram and the Goddess Complex LLC as well. But that breaks down all the theories and stuff like that. So the Atlantean bloodline is very huge, just like the Egyptian bloodline. That's why they come. That's why you guys experience a lot of things because you came from wealth, but also they cursed after Cleopatra and certain kings and queens left Egypt. They passed on because they lived to be 300 to 500 years old. They lived for millennia, almost quite a few centuries, almost millennia. 300 some like Methuselah lived until almost a millennia. He was 900 and some years old before he died. They lived longer than what you think, but it was the ones from the heaven bloodline, which are the reincarnated angels on earth. That's why you hear about certain beings from heaven or ascending masters, or I don't like using the word celestial. Celestial deals with more so the earth and things of that nature, and atlas and stuff like that, and seasons. Almost similar to, depending on if you practice voodoo, Santeria, and several other type of stuff. Because there's different Santeria. Let's see, in Cuban, Jamaican, Haitian, voodoo, and Santeria and stuff like that. When it deals with the Orishas and stuff, it's just different. Or if it is in America, it's the hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria stuff that we're taught here in African American traditional Africanism and spirituality and stuff like that. So you have a lot of all this type of stuff. You also have a lot of stuff dealing with beings. You're gonna see spirit animals because of the spells and rituals they did. I don't want to scare anybody, but what they end up doing is they did a spell, and I had my candle lit, and I actually did this prayer and things of that nature because I'm still working on this really hidden part of my voodoo spirituality. And also, did you know you can believe in God like I do and still practice your spirituality? I ended up saying a very special prayer that I found, and I prayed this prayer during the pandemic, and I hadn't prayed it since then. I think I did it twice during the pandemic, and I prayed it again. It's very strong, powerful prayer. When people send you spirits, and they're sending spirits, certain type of spirits and being spirits, depending on your bloodline, are going to come at you. At the same time, they're also your guardians and stuff are going to, which is another thing, are going to also, which are the ancients and your elders and your ancestors and in their afterlife form. They may appear to you in their human form based off your subconscious memory, or if you are elevated high enough, you're going to see past life animals and beings on earth, the spirit of them, especially if you're from native, tribal, motherland, Atlantean bloodlines. Is depending on your bloodline. You just may be spiritually gifted to the point where you're going to see everything. But they got the Most High God showed me, and I was woke, and my actual crown and third eye activated. showed me nothing but graveyards. I'm close to Mississippi state line, all the way through the whole city. The whole city. When I tell you, nothing but graveyards on it. You have our ground surface with the concrete and the city here, but also guess what? There's nothing but graveyards. Here, of course, the Civil War and the Underground Railroad was here. So when they show you in science class, when they split the Earth and the different layers of the Earth with the core, um, with the core, when I tell you, there's layers on top of layers of history. It's like the city was built on top of another one. Then a couple centuries later, another one's built on top of this. Of course, that naturally happens because we bury our dead, and then the cities go vacant, or the towns, or a lot of this was the country. So a lot of Civil War bodies are here of soldiers and things of that nature. So a lot of that is there. And a lot of soldiers died, and they were like John Doe's and things, and they don't have their unmarked graves or something like that. But God showed me placements. I mean, just under this city, it's just bodies of the dead, just buried. But a lot of them came up. I was able to cross them over. There is a special prayer that I had to pray, and put them back. A lot of these people are playing with this necromancy and witchcraft, and they're resurrecting the dead to attack people. And we're not going to have the Walking Dead situation happen. So it's kind of weird. And I know I don't want to scare or frighten people, but it is what it is. And it's just weird. It's just weird that people are playing with magic because somebody is trying to resurrect an apocalypse and all the stuff, but God keeps putting it back. He keeps putting it back. He keeps putting it back. Certain prayer, like I said, when you take Lord out, that when they say Lord, that is Belial that they're talking about in the Bible during the dark ages and the dark era of that particular of the Bible, and they just print it a certain way. Take Lord. That's why I think it's the English Standard Bible. I think they took. I want to say they started taking Lord out because I don't. I think I read it. I didn't see Lord in that scripture, but I saw it in the other Bible that I have. So the Bible is going to it's going to matter, but it's not going to matter. So all these woke people also are going to get a reality check, especially with people who are not woke, who are atheists. Which there's no such thing as atheism because that's another belief thing too. Um, you not believing in God is proof that God actually exists, but also evil exists as well. Because you can't like if you're an atheist and you denounce God and stuff like that, and you don't believe in God, but you believe in even if you don't believe in nothing, it's proof that like where did you come from? It all goes back to the God theory. Like it's there's no such thing as atheism either. Well, I don't have a belief system, this and this, but where did you come from? Do you get it? Like, did it all goes back to God. So, like I said, a lot of people got a wake up call during 2020, but all of them got a wake up call during 2022. And it's kind of strange. It's kind of strange that a lot of people make sure you are liking, following, subscribing. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna probably I keep saying um I'm gonna be y'all don't have to worry. God has people here. They don't want to hear the truth. Let them hear the truth. You have to hear the truth. If I say it is one thing, if a white archaeologist who are stealing bones and eating them and making soups and they're really witches and warlocks fronting on CNN or news or whatever, or Fox News or whatever news outlet you listening to or anything. Using those for example, or writing these books and stuff about Da Vinci Code and stuff like that, and they're stealing the information from other people. and doing this stuff underground and all this type of stuff and all this weird stuff. And they're the reason for it. Who you gonna believe? So if you hear the truth from me or somebody else, whether they're woke or more religious or spiritual, it doesn't matter. Because spirituality exists in religion, and religion does not technically exist in spirituality. It just depends on what you're practicing. Voodoo, hoodoo, Santeria. What's the other one? It's one more. It's another one that it's more traditional. And then because each one different depending on what continent you're on, what racial bloodline you're from. So you see all of, and all of it goes back to God. God, the elders, the ancestors, the angels, the guardians, the star seeds, the galactics, your God, your spiritual animals, your spiritual team. And that's another thing. You have spiritual animals protecting you and your children, especially kids. They love coming around children, especially newborn babies and things of that nature, keeping them safe and things of that nature as well. So you have all this type of stuff. And then you also have so much hidden knowledge, like how big, but like Basset is an actual star seed. She actually came down, similar to like the Anunnaki, and they put it in movies like Predator. Those actual beings are actually come from the galactic, the actual Predator beings. I don't know I can't remember their names. They come to Earth as well. You have all the stuff that comes to Earth, and then you have everything. I think they're kind of cool. The locks on a lot of them, you have some that look like Sonic the Hedgehog from a certain planet. You have to think galactic, not so much alien. Does that make sense? Because star seeds and alien beings and cosmic beings are different genres. Let's see what else is there. If you're woke, you've been paying attention to your dream. If you've been drinking your teas and things of that nature, that's one reason why I try to keep something decalcified. I drink tea or something, or put something in my coffee. Certain candles will help you. Certain things, even cleaning habits and stuff like that. All right. Let's see. Back to the reading. So make sure you share this video on Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Share the link. Let people know this information is really great information. I am going to host a Magic and You workshop presentation. I'm going to separate them because it's a lot of information. This year, I'm going to take my time with it now. It was supposed to have been last month of March, but honey, we had a tornado here and stuff happened. I'm going to try to do the first portion at least sometime soon, but and display it. You're moving forward. You're finding the balance, yin and yang energy. Yin and yang energy. You are moving full speed ahead. And you see how Egypt, this is either Egypt or India in the background. Most likely it's Egypt. This is Egypt. You see how old the tarot is? These are the original Rider Waite tarot. I do. I can give me just a minute. I'm still live streaming. You have that. So you're moving towards better times, celebration and cheer. And I get the word notoriety, something really fun, something really up tempo with friends and family. You're also moving towards commitment, especially traveling, spending time together. Within this new cycle, this is a new energy coming in for you. Hangman in the reverse. You are seeing fully clear what's going on. You are seeing fully clear of and enlightened to what's going on. You see the unseen as seen and unseen. You see the unseen or you seen as it is. You seeing it as it is. And let's get one more card to round it out. So follow me over on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, The Goddess Complex. Type in The Goddess Complex or The Goddess Complex LLC. Cars and Coffee will be Sunday. It's going to be Sunday unless I have to reschedule. Over on YouTube. And I think we're going to do Instagram as well. So you're overcoming a lot of challenges and a lot of dismay. Any type of obstacles and challenges or options you there were hard decisions and imaging or illusions. You overcoming that at this time because you're making the more cautious decision. You're cutting go a lot of the losses, or you have to cut away a lot of losses, but you're waiting for your ships to come in. Like I said, you are decluttering your life, and you may still have a little bit of remorse or things of that nature. This depends. You have the wheel of fortune coming in, and once this coming in, you're going to actually leave or move or walk away from what does not serve you. So don't focus on this Five of Cups energy where you're in remorse and guilt, like a lot of guilt. Look at what's still up. You still have 2 cups, especially when it comes to love and commitment. So future energy is the Sun card, especially with the Temperance right behind it. You have the Sun card there, and you're going to be fine, especially going into spring and summer seasons. All right. So this has been Brittany from the Goddess Complex LLC. We're going to stop the stream here. It's been an hour. Make sure you look at the description box, and make sure you're following me on all social medias. Follow me over on Linktree as well, and book your reading. Readings are $65. They're on sale right now, $65. And also spiritual coaching, the monthly coaching is on sale right now. It's on case by case basis, but the sale I have just for right now for the spring is $100. It is on sale. It's normally $150 to $250 packages. And a lot of you guys are ending a lot of things. You may be a Scorpio, because you're changing your worldview and you're probably becoming more spiritually woke and awakened. Woo. I felt that. All righty. So book your reading, follow me. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you're liking the video, sharing the video over here on Tumblr and YouTube. Don't forget to check me out over on Instagram and TikTok. I post more so bi-daily content each week. Bi-daily content each week. And especially catch my reposts on TikTok and things of that nature as well. A lot of information, a lot of teaching information and things as well. I love you very much. So what was the comment? And I read Jesus or Yeshua represents 33 chakras. They don't reference the chakras because your chakras is actually actual crystals, energy crystals or spheres. Does that make sense? Then you have the auric shields and all this type of stuff as well. So you have your crown all the way. You have your root. That's one reason why it goes from the base. That's why your feet are very important. That's why your feet are very important. It's very spiritual. And your root goes from the base spine chakra point all the way up to your crown here. Each one represents a color, which also that's why you have crystals that are actually designated to each crown, each chakra point. I have to head out here, but I love you all. Make sure you guys are following me, especially check out my Linktree. My Linktree has all the links to it. I'm kind of still new to Tumblr. I hadn't been here in years, but check me out. I'm gonna post my Linktree as soon as I can. Let me see if I can do it now while I'm still available here. I'm going to post my Linktree to Tumblr. If you're over here on YouTube, look at the link below. You're going to see in the description box. You're going to see all the links. Check out the Linktree and follow me over on all the other social medias. You can also book your reading through the Linktree link. And I love you very much. So I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great day. Also, be cautious of safety protection, especially when you're driving, and a lot of car accidents and also a lot of travel incidents and things of that nature. If you're going to be traveling, plan ahead now, and also be at least an hour or two early. If you're going to be traveling and things of that nature, be cautious with your luggage, tag everything, and also safe travel sigils and putting crystals and things with you will keep you safe as well, on top of your prayer work and also your meditation work. Psalms 1. 91 23. Pretty much 1 through 20 is going to cover you for a lot of stuff. And remember to take out Lord, call Jesus Christ Yeshua, or the Son of God, and then call God by his name. There's several names that you can call him by. The Most High God of heaven, things like that. You have to be very specific and direct. The Alpha, the Creator, the Source, the Universe. That is another one I add with that particular name. So it sounds a little lengthy, but it works. So I love you guys. I'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, over here on YouTube, I love you very much. So, if you're catching this replay, make sure you look at the link below. Also, go to Linktree and other different places as well to book your readings. I have them on sale $65. Coaching, which varies from $150 to $250, right? Just for right now, is on sale for $100, and that's monthly coaching. That's 4 weeks of coaching per month. And also we'll do the webinar and stuff like that. So it's on case by case basis. But I love you very much. So also candle workings and things of that nature. If you are in need of herbal work and candle work and things of that nature, we address and fix candles as well. And I love you very much. So check me out on Linktree and everything. And I'll see you guys later. Be blessed, be safe, and say yes to all things good, no to all things bad, prayer, meditation, and keeping yourself cleansed and wearing your protection should get you great. And make sure you're eating and drinking something as well. A lot of liquids, water. I want to share a nice little recipe and everything later as well over on TikTok and other social medias. That's going to actually help boost your immune system because it works for me, especially if you have allergens and phlegm and things like that. So I love you guys, and I'll see you later.